Good morning, good morning. I want to do touch on the subject of healing again today. And the question I pose is, do you know if you need healing? Do you know that you need healing? How do you know you need healing in your life? I had an interesting conversation with a friend of ours a little while ago, not too long ago. And I posed a question about just making changes in his life or, doing something different. And he took it to heart. He got hugely offended, felt very, very upset with us. And it made me realize that I think there's many people out there in the world that are quite happy with their lives and don't know that they can improve on their lives one way or another. They don't know that you can change how it is. I think I've mentioned some of these aspects in my videos previously. But healing, like growing and learning through life, is a forever. It's a foregone conclusion. It's never going to end. It keeps going. As long as you're in human form and a human person walking this earth, there is always going to be one challenge after the next that is going to push your boundaries. It's going to test whether you are ready to walk forward on your path or stay stagnant in the life you're living, stay in the space of contentment, stay in the space of complacency. We are energetic beings. We are so much more than just being humans walking this earth, waking up in the morning, going to work, coming home, making dinner, doing telly, doing your hobbies, getting up to life as you know your life to be. But the one question I pose, and I will always keep saying it, is how do you know you need healing? What are the signs in your life telling you that this can change or this needs to change? What is your body doing? How is your body feeling when you move through life? Where are the aches and pains? What is stopping you from doing what you want to do? Is it just because you're old? Is it just because you are not fit? You've never been a person of sports or movements? Is it because, what reasons come up in your minds? What are your questions? Who are you fighting with? What goes round and round and round and is the same old boring that you've just accepted into your life or there's no change? Are you happy in your marriage? Are you happy in your work life? Are you happy in being a parent with your children? As a teenager, are you happy with your life? Which part of your life do you think you could make changes in? Sometimes that's just the little pinprick or the little poke that is saying to you something needs to change. Arguments with families, conversations that go round and round again, going into the shops and you want to buy something, standing in a queue. What frustrates you so badly out there? What aggravates you? What have you just accepted and resigned to the fact that this is how it is? You got married, you made your bed, now you must lie in it, and now you got to live with this unhappy, loveless marriage because that's what you do. You don't go out and get divorced. You don't get married to get divorced. In my day, you got married and you should stay married forever. That's how my thinking was. But many things in life have challenged me to make changes. I've lost babies, 2 of them, my first and my last. I had a marriage that after 3 months I was like, I think I made a mistake. I stayed in it for 8 to 9 years. But I got into a space of resigned acceptance and just lived my life. I was happy just being a mom and a swimming teacher. And then one day I woke up and thought, is this what I want to do for the next 40, 50 years of my life? I don't think so. I have witnessed a lot of sadness, a lot of anger, a lot of pain in people. My empathic feelings have come to light, and that I can feel from other people what they're feeling oftentimes. So I'll shoot out a random question and people go like, yeah, never thought of that, or no, or yes, actually, I am feeling that. And then I would, take a conversation down the path. So it's all about having conversations with people and acknowledging or letting them know you might see something in other people that might not be right, and you going, why are you doing stuff like that? Why are people too scared to ask other people what's wrong? Why do they do it differently? What is their thinking in a process that they'll be going through, or a scenario, or you'll listen to how other people speak to them even, and you kind of question, why do you allow this? What is going on? Some people allow their children to treat them as parents as they wish. For whatever reasons they do it. Why are people not questioning this? Is it right? Is it wrong? There is not really a right or a wrong. There's about how you feel. How are you feeling inside about what you are doing in life? How you are receiving information? When somebody does question you about things, do you get upset? Why does it upset you? What is the emotion coming up when you are questioned? There are many ways of coming into contact with the question of, am I needing healing? Does that mean I need to fix it? No, you don't need to go to a shrink, as people say. Many people are frightened of the shrink journey. Psychiatrists, psychologists, they have their place. Not everything needs to be taken to a medical level. A lot of it can just be taken down a conversational level. And that's where Live Smart Foundational Development is here to actually help you with your healing. We are all needing healing. I need healing in the space that I'm at, as I help you heal, or your friends, or our communities, or our groups, because as I would like to take Live Smart Foundational Development is through the journey of having conversations with other people, learning to see that, okay, they do it differently. Why do they? I don't agree with what they're doing. So instead of getting upset and judging the process, why not question it? Why are you allowing this? Why are you doing certain things a certain way? We can have conversations. Yes, some of them will get heated. Yes, some of them might upset people. But the upsetting is not a bad thing if it is about pulling out the thorn, if that makes sense. Exposing the wound from within and helping our fellow people to walk this earth with us, hand in hand, and going forward. So Live Smart Foundational Development is designed to speak up, to question, to notice, to see, to bring people to the acknowledgement, to the notification, if you must use that word, ding, something's not right there. Oftentimes people within, they're in this dark cave, and the dark cave is what they're comfortable with. They've accepted, they've just sat back, they've resigned that this is their life. And sometimes a little crack needs to come through for them to see that there's actually light outside. But sometimes that light, that crack that comes in will burn, and it hurts. When you bring to people the acknowledgement that they themselves are in pain, and they don't know it. They're not acknowledging their pain. They've put a plaster on it, and they've decided, okay, I'm not going to deal with this. But actually it does need to be dealt with. If you're wanting to grow, if you're wanting to become stronger from within to without, walk a different path, sometimes we need to crack open the cave. And when I look up at the edge of the cave, bring in the light and show them that there is another path that they can actually be traveling, that's going to bring them to happier places. Happiness is often in the moment, but many people haven't actually felt what true happiness actually is. They haven't felt the freedom of becoming and being a whole human being from within themselves. we live this earth, many of us, coming from, especially from our religious perspectives, we live our lives for other people, for their beliefs, for what has been put on us to live and how to live. And we forget that we're a whole universe within our own selves that can open up and explore and become and do things differently and operate differently. Not to let go of the people that have been loving us and helping us and nurturing us through our lives. You don't have to let go of any of that, but you can become stronger from within and become your own person. You have a right to that. It's your body, it's you, it's your soul, it's your life. So Live Smart Foundational Development is here to help bring you out of yourself. Come out of hiding, come out of being afraid to heal. I will say this, the healing journey is not easy. It is painful because it's going to bring up all those wounds. It's going to open them up, and the wounds are going to, clear out. And often it's a painful experience. If taking a thorn out, especially a thorn that has infection, it's painful. And then that wound is a little bit sore, and then you need to put cream on it, and you need to put a plaster, and you need to allow that to heal then, and you need to then recover, and then you start a journey of getting stronger. So as I share this with you out there in the world, if you've taken the time to listen through all my crazy words of trying to keep it simple and explaining that there is a better way to actually move forward, I don't know what that better way is. I can't tell you the answers, because each and every one of us, 8.5 billion people on this planet, have our own journey to travel. However, I am here to help you, help those grow a community from person to person, group to group, group to group, community to community, collaborate within collaborations to move forward in our healing journeys together. Healing is simply the growth path moving forward. It is not complicated. However, it is different in a different thinking. So it's a forward thinking, a forward movement. It's a movement going forward so that we can all operate better, understanding and learning to understand everybody else's journeys that we can actually take together, holding hands, working individually, hand in hand, traveling our journeys, but we don't have to do it alone. We can do it together. So join me on my journey. Share your stories with me. If you would like me to make a video of how I would be able to help you see it differently or try and move forward, let me share your stories, please. livesmartfd@gmail.com. livesmartfd for foundational development. livesmartfd@gmail.com. And yes, share your stories with me. Let me make a video. I'll not mention names. I'd like to use your scenarios to explain to other people out there in the world that they're not alone. We all have stuff. We all have things to grow through, work through, and develop through. There's so much to learn, and it can be fun. When we all start understanding each other and enjoying the journey going forward, we find a lot more joy in our processes going forward, knowing that we're not alone, knowing that we can do this, and learning to speak and use your voice, because you have one too. I have one, you have one, everyone else out there has one. Let's learn how to use our voices and help each other go forward.